You can either learn from it or run from it. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fatema Shahid Jaffer, and I'm here to talk about how we can accept failure and learn from our mistakes and how they can contribute to self-development. Everyone encounters challenges at some point in their life, and everyone has experienced failure. For example, Shirin Bhai, I'm sure when you started your business, you had some ups and downs, but did you give up? No, and that's why your business is so successful today. If you haven't experienced failure, raise your hands. See, no one raised their hand because no one has not experienced failure. Everyone has experienced it. But there are many misconceptions, like failure is something to be feared of or avoided at all costs. But should they really be avoided? Failure is the only path to success. In life, many people have gone through failure to reach the peak, to reach success. And one of the people who are a good example is J.K. Rowling. She might have a famous book series called Harry Potter, but she has gone through so much just to release that. She had to go through so much. She had to be penniless, depressed, divorced, and had to raise a child on her own. But did she give up? No. Did she let the negativity get to her? No. Rowling went from depending on her welfare to being one of the most independent and richest women in just 5 years. I also have faced many challenges in my life and gone through failure. For example, just I had mentioned in the question before, Shia's Got Talent. When I was on the finals, I was stressed and scared, but I didn't make it further. I did not win. Did I let that let me go down? Did I let that affect me? Did I let that give up? No, I did not give up. And that's why I'm standing here in VOC and participating in another competition, because I accepted failure. I also want to take an example of exams. For example, if you take an exam and you fail, but you can use it to learn more, to study more, and pass the next one. So, let us take our mistakes as a setback, as chances to grow and change, not as failures. When we go through tough times, we become stronger and wiser. Henry Ford has said, failure is just a way to become smarter and to start over. So let us accept our failures and mistakes to welcome the upcoming challenges with open arms. And let us learn from our mistakes and keep moving forward to become our best selves. When we're faced with challenges and failures, we should change our faces from this to this. We can face these fears of failure and reinforce our mindsets through journaling. For example, I have my journal that I did during Ramadan, and it's very helpful because it helps through self-reflection. And you can think about the actions that you've done and the mistakes that you've done and how you can learn from them. That's why at the end, I would like to distribute some self-reflection sheets that can help you with your mistakes and help you self-reflect and reflect on the actions you've done during this day or yesterday. I also want to make a point. Before I end, I want you all to remember this point. That these are like blocks of failures. So I'm going to take all of them and place them one by one, and they go higher and higher and higher. And this proves that if we take all our mistakes and stack them one on one, we can prove success. We can be successful like J.K. Rowling, like so many other people in this world. Also, one more point I want to make is that before I end, I want you all to know that life is like a camera. Focus on what's important, capture the good times, and develop from the negativity. And if things don't work out, you still have another chance. You can take another shot. You still have another chance at life, and you can be successful by learning from your mistakes. Thank you all so much for listening to me, and I hope you understood what I was trying to say.
Very well spoken, Fatema, and your points were, of course, a lesson to all of us. I agree that we learn from our failures and from our mistakes. What would you tell the pilot of a plane when the plane is crashing?
I would say that you got one chance, and the plane is crashing, not to stress. To just learn, if you make a mistake, it's okay. If the plane, if the pilot has crashed the plane and if everyone has landed safely, it was written down, and like it was meant to be. And now you can just take that as a lesson to learn more, to not make the same mistake again. And next time you fly, just make sure that you are sure of maintaining like the same, so not repeating the same mistake. Like going forward, just don't repeat the mistake that you did. And don't feel bad about it, because everyone makes mistakes. I've heard that lots of pilots have crashed a plane and they don't want to work anymore because they're scared of what others will say, or what if like they can take the risk again, what if they do the same thing again. But that's not something to be fearful of. Everyone makes mistakes. We're all human. We're here to make mistakes, to become better. And that's just one point I want to make clear.
So Fatema, it was a very challenging topic, I agree. A statement and a question again to you. Statement, many a times when I talk to the youth, I do say, don't be ashamed of falling down, because you'll stand up stronger.
Mm-hmm.
However, certain mistakes are very costly. And I feel there's a lot of thought process that needs to be taken care of before you do anything in life. So like the plane crash question, I would get scared to sit with that pilot. I don't even know if I'd survive the crash, first of all. That's secondary. Anyhow, I'm going to just reflect on the last 3 sentences of your question. How do you have any story personally, or do you know anyone else's story who has grown through making a mistake? I know you spoke about She Has Got Talent, which you have shared prior. Is there something else you could share with us where you've experienced failure, or you know someone who experienced failure and used that as a stepping stone to personal growth?
Can I just have a moment to think? I can take an example from
Maybe your parents. I know your mom is a teacher, right?
Yeah, that's what
so
I
I'm
was
sure
gonna
she.
say.
Yeah. Okay.
So my mom was a teacher by passion, and she really enjoyed teaching. So like that's one thing, by passion. So she has been through ups and downs, managing lots of like kids, jobs, and everything. And she has been through different schools. She has experienced failure, and she didn't that didn't stop her. She didn't let that stop her. She didn't give up. And today she's doing a very good job, and she's very happy to teach. She's not like, no, there's some teachers that are tired of teaching because they've been through failure and they've given up. But no, she's a teacher that is passionate about it, and that's what I love about my mother, that she does everything with passion.